So today we'll get started on our backs in a Shavasana pose just for a few moments to settle into our practice. So come on down. Really give yourself over to this release, letting things be free and easy. Letting your breath feel maybe natural, maybe a bit effortless, or maybe already you're starting to cultivate some kind of breath that you like for your practice. Maybe a bit more intention behind it, or at the very least, a bit of awareness. Really taking advantage of being fully supported by the floor here and trusting that your limbs, your muscles, your joints, they're all right where they need to be, and you don't have to do anything to hold them there. From Shavasana, we'll head into our broken wing pose. So for broken wing, you can plant the right foot on the floor and use it to press yourself over to the left a bit. We'll bring back of the right hand somewhere along the spine, so somewhere towards the middle of the back. It can be low, it can be higher up. You kind of wiggle around to see. Palm of the hand towards the mat, and then you can re-extend. You could take Shavasana and the rest of the body. If it feels better, you could always bend the knees, plant the feet, maybe letting feet go wide, knees together, or maybe bringing feet together, knees wide, if you'd like a little early opening through the hips. And then really giving yourself over as much as you can, settling into this pose. We get a nice long hold here. So enjoying some yin-like shapes at the beginning, where very little effort is needed physically, and maybe the challenge becomes more on the mental side of things, trying to keep your mind rooted to this place and time in this object of your body. Practicing your dharana and being hyper-focused right here, right now. About halfway through on this side. Taking about one more full breath right here. And then gently leaning away from your right arm without disturbing yourself too much. Maybe reaching both arms up overhead to release that. And then taking it to the other side, this time bringing back of the left hand somewhere along the spine. Palm of the hand towards the mat, rolling back down, releasing, finding any variation with the legs, and then settling in right here. So this gentle opening across the heart and chest, beginning to awaken that heart chakra and bringing a bit of compassion and loving kindness into your practice already, kind of committing to yourself to move from a space of care to meet your body exactly where it's at. Again, giving yourself a little scan, and anywhere that you can, releasing effort, letting go of tension, and continuing to let the mind be still. Around a minute left here on this side. Gently leaning away from your bound left hand. And again, maybe a full body stretch would feel nice. From here, headed into a supine twist, so option to draw both knees into your chest and let them fall over to the left, or to take this into a supine figure four twist, crossing right ankle over left knee, either leaving left foot planted or lifting it up and then dropping legs to the left. So I'll let you decide what kind of twist feels right. And then we'll hang here about 5 easy breaths. You can come back to center with the legs, and then start to make your way to the other side, setting up probably the same twist as you did. This time legs will fall over to the right. I say probably because maybe you need something different on this side. So check in 5 breaths. One more breath right here. Bring yourself back through center. If you took a figure 4, unwind the legs, find your full body stretch one more time, and then hug knees into your chest, maybe a little roll side to side, or eventually a rock up to a seat, where we'll set up a Paschimottanasana, extending your legs long, scooping cheeks out of the way, finding a nice tall spine. Inhale, exhale to your seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. A pose which, according to the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, is the king of asana poses for its many benefits. This big stretch along the back body, compression of the internal organs to aid in digestion, and then subtly activating your Manipura chakra, your solar plexus chakra. Where lies your power? So affirming here what a powerful person you are, reminding yourself, I am a powerful person. I am someone who can achieve their goals. I am someone who enacts power across all areas of my life. I am someone who uses my individual power to shape the collective. I am someone who believes in and notices my own power. From there, start to lift up into a diamond pose. We'll bring soles of the feet together, knees stay wide. You can keep a lot of space between your hips and your heels. Hands will sort of wind underneath. And then we'll bring our right hand to our right knee to press gently up and away. We're really going for a stretch here through the low back and side body. Not pressing the knee down, more just kind of pressing ourselves up and away from the knee. About 3 more breaths. One more inhale, and breath out. Winding the right arm under, bringing left hand to left knee, and taking the same thing, gently pressing ourselves up and away, not forcing the knee down, just lifting away from it. And about 3 breaths here. Gently coming back, releasing the bottom arm, crossing your ankles, rolling over your shins, finding a tabletop pose. From here into a spinal balance, we'll extend our right leg long, left arm reaches in front of us. So from here, find a bit of neutral pelvic action, a little firming through the low belly, trying to stay nice and long through the torso here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your left hand down, this time a little bit of cow pose. It's tiger pose. Lift your right heel, lift your chest. Exhale, curl your knee towards your nose. Inhale, extend, a little drop of the belly. Exhale, rounding back of the heart towards the ceiling. One more time, inhale, long. Exhale, curl and round. And then back to that spinal balance just for 4. Nice and engaged through the low belly for 3, 2, and 1. Back to tabletop. Let's take a cow pose, rinse it out. Drop your belly, inhale. Exhale, round for cat. Back to neutral, take spinal balance on the other side. This time left leg stretches long. Right arm reaches ahead of you. And you hold and firm for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right hand comes down, a bit of lift through the left heel in the chest. Inhale, exhale, knee towards your nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl and round. Inhale, long. Exhale, round. Then back to your neutral spinal hold just for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to tabletop. Take a cow pose. Inhale. Exhale, round for cat. Back to neutral spine. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find a few breaths. Pedal it out. You're thinking about a long spine here. So maybe some bend in your knees as you try to lengthen through your low back. Try to lengthen the space between that tip of your tailbone all the way out through the crown of your head. Breath in. Breath out. When you're ready, it's little steps all the way up to your hands. You can take your time and meet in a fold at the top. Once you're there, a halfway lift, inhale. And an exhale to fold. We'll take some little open arm twists here. Bend into your left knee. Left hand plants towards the floor. Right arm peels high. You've got weight mostly in your straight right leg. Maybe a circle of the wrists, and inhale to open. Exhale to fold through center. Start to bend into the right knee. Peel the left arm high. Weight in the left leg. Maybe a roll of the wrist. Another inhale over here to the left. Exhale back to your fold. With breath this time, bend your left knee, peel your right arm high. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Right knee bends, left arm lifts, breath in. Exhale and fold. From here, a halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold, maybe curl chin to your chest. Inhale to come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, find that flat back, squeeze shoulder blades together. Exhale to your high plank. Here we hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You inhale to shift forward, exhale to your belly. From here, an open wing pose. We'll take 2 rounds of this open wing before we continue. So for the first round, bring your right ear to the mat. Cactus your right arm to the right. So elbow straight out to the right, cactus arm. Start to roll onto your right side. This will be intense, I know. Left foot can stack. Left foot can tap behind you with a straight knee or plant behind you with a bent one. You could also curl your knees up into your chest. We're just here for 1 more inhale. 1 more exhale. Come back onto your belly. We'll keep right ear to the mat. This time, right arm reaches straight out. So a straight arm reaching straight out to your right. Roll it open. And then same options with the legs. An option here for a half bind with your left hand, maybe dropping back of the left hand along the low back. And we're finding 5 breaths. We come back onto the belly. We switch it out, left ear to the mat. The first round, left arm to a cactus, roll onto the left side. Take your version. It's just 3 breaths on this first side. Back onto your belly, where now we straighten the left arm out to the left. We roll back open. 5 breaths from here, maybe like a half bind. One more breath. Back onto your belly. We'll bring forehead to the mat. We'll take a few reverse crunches as we make our way back to down dog. So reverse crunch, we've got tops of feet into the floor, nice and wide with the feet. Hands behind your head, and we're just lifting and lowering the upper body for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing yourself down, hands beneath your shoulders. Inhale through a table or a plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Find 3 deep breaths. One more full inhale. Full breath out. Inhale to lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, travel, top of the space. Halfway lift, breath in. Fold, breath out. All the way up, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, extend your spine. Exhale to a high plank. We hold here. Take your feet nice and wide, option to stay, or you'll draw right knee to right elbow and left to left. For 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find your high plank, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. One more inhale, and big breath out. Inhale to lift your heels, bend your knees. Exhale, travel to the top. Maybe you step with the opposite foot. Inhale for halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. All the way up, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Forward fold, right back down, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to a high plank and pause. From here, kind of like that spinal balance, inhale, extend your right arm long, lift your left leg. Exhale, back to plank. Switch it out, left arm, right leg lift, back to plank. 2 more. Inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, plank. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, plank. Take a breath. And exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale to lift your left foot high. Exhale, left foot towards your left hand to set up warrior 1. Back heel spins down. You lift warrior 1. Inhale. Exhale to settle. Breath in. Exhale, pyramid fold. Breath in here. Breath out. From here, a warrior 3 pyramid variation. Bring your biceps by your ears. Extend your torso parallel with your mat. Pull your left hip back. Press down through both feet. Scoop your low belly in for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We come to a cross-legged fold. Plant your hands. Step your right foot behind your left. Twisted fold. 2 full breaths. Squeeze your legs as you inhale to a halfway lift. Hands to hips with your flat back, come all the way up. Inhale, reach your arms high. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift is your breath in. Exhale to a high plank. Inhale, shift. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right foot, right hand. Warrior one is your breath in. Exhale to settle. One more inhale. Exhale, pyramid fold. Breath in. Breath out. From here, your warrior three pyramid. Reach long through the torso. Pull your right hip back for 4, for 3, 2, and 1. Hands plant, left foot crosses behind right, twisted fold, 2 full breaths. Keep the legs. Inhale to your half lift, flat back. Exhale, bring your flat back all the way to stand. Inhale to reach your arms high. Exhale, side bend right. Back to center, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to a high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, pull your shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in, breath out. Inhale, left foot high. Exhale, left foot between your hands to set up crescent. Inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, revolved crescent. Hands through heart center. Take a twist to your left. 3 full breaths. One more inhale. And exhale. Your inhale is a reverse triangle. Straighten the front leg, reach up and away. Exhale, triangle pose. 3 breaths here. One more full inhale. Full breath out. From triangle to half moon, weight in your left hand, left foot. Reach high, gaze can be down for balance, maybe up towards your lifted hand for a little extra challenge. 2 more breaths. Soft left knee as you come out and find star pose, inhale. Toes towards the long edge of your mat. Wide leg forward fold, exhale. Let's take 3 breaths here. Inhale to find your halfway lift. Exhale, lunge towards the front of your space. Inhale to high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in. Breath out. Inhale to lift your right leg high. Exhale, right foot between your hands, setting up crescent. Inhale, high crescent lunge. Exhale, take your twist to the right. 3 breaths here. Inhale is a reverse triangle, come out and back. And exhale, triangle pose. 3 breaths here. From triangle to a half moon pose, right hand, right foot as the base. 3 breaths here. Full inhale, full exhale. Star pose, soft right knee as you land, inhale, and then wide leg, forward fold, exhale, find 3 breaths. Halfway lift on your inhale. On your exhale, lunge towards the front. This time a breath in to look forward. Exhale to step forward to your fold. From here, heel toe your feet nice and wide. We'll come to a Malasana. This might be a nice place for 2 blocks to start, or maybe a block on a higher height. We'll first take a few breaths in this supported Malasana. And if you don't have blocks, no big deal. You can take a regular Malasana, but what we're really going for is a lifted chest, a long spine. So a little tuck of your chin as you lengthen the back of your neck. Maybe elbows help you press your knees out wide. We've got 3 deep breaths. We'll stay another 5 breaths. Option to keep your block. Maybe you drop to its next height or remove 1 if you were using 2. 3 breaths here. Final 2 breaths, option to stay on a block. Maybe you're ready to do without, but you stay lifted. 2 breaths. From here, gently friend hands behind you, bring yourself onto your seat and then onto your back. So we'll warm up the back body here with a few bridge lifts and lowers. And as we kind of pulse these, you might take them to like 80% of your bridge range of motion as we lift and lower the hips. And then eventually we'll hold, you can go a little further. So to start just fine, a lift and lower, trying to keep knees pretty straight forward. You could even bring a block between your thighs as we lift and lower for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll hold it up for 8. Work your upper arm bones underneath you and use them to lift for 7. Tailbone pointing towards the knees for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Walk your feet wide, let your knees fall in. Maybe cactus your arms. Take a few breaths. From here, we'll come to our belly for a bit more strengthening through the back body. You could extend your legs and pancake asana, just flip over. If you like to keep your head at one certain edge of the mat, you might roll yourself through a tabletop and come to your belly that way. It doesn't matter. Eventually, we're meeting on our belly, where we'll set up for some spine strengthening lifts. So much like our reverse crunches, we'll be lifting through the upper body. This time we'll add the element of the lower body, so it's kind of like a locust pose, and we'll do it with cactus arms. So bring your chin or your forehead or your nose to the mat, take a breath in, and let it go. On your next inhale, we're gonna lift, gaze stays down at the top of the mat, nice long back of the neck, exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, think of lifting through the back of the head, exhale, lower. We've got 6, and 5, and 4. We got 3, 2. On this one, lift it up and hold, maybe little pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down, rest your forehead, crocodile pose. Give your hips a wiggle. 3 easy breaths. Slow it down. From here to a half floor frog, start to extend your right knee out towards the right. You can bring it about in line with your hip. You can let the ankle come straight down from the knee or tuck the toes in, kind of like a child's pose leg. We've got right knee out. We'll take left ear to the mat and we'll cactus through our right arm. Might feel good to cactus through the left. And we're here for about 10 deep breaths. You've got about 5 more breaths. This could be a nice place if you feel like you could use more sensation to lift your knee up on a block. 5 more breaths. That's just an extra option, only if it feels good. Starting to straighten again through the right leg, maybe a little wiggle of your hips. You can rest your forehead on your stacked hands as you start to bring left knee out towards the left, about hip height. That ankle coming either straight down or maybe tucking in like a child's pose leg. Turning right ear to the mat, left arm to a cactus, maybe right arm to a cactus or down by your side. We've got 10 breaths. About 5 more breaths. Option again to bring a block under that left knee, only if that feels nice. You start again to straighten through the left leg, maybe stack the hands and then rest the forehead. Give your hips a little wiggle. From here, hands beneath your shoulders. Press yourself just up to a tabletop, and then widen your knees. Let's find a child's pose. Toes together, knees wide. Sit your hips back. Rest your forehead down. About 6 easy breaths right here. If you're somebody who loves a full floor frog, you could move from this child's pose into a frog, widening the knees, resting the hips, trying to engage through the low belly a bit. About 4 more breaths, either floor frog or child's pose. One more full breath. If you're in a frog, start to shimmy yourself forward onto your belly. From here, you can wiggle legs together if you're in a child's pose, or from your flat belly, we're gonna press up to a tabletop and then set up a half pigeon or a deer pose. So we'll go left shin forward. If you'd like a deer pose, left shin will be square towards the top of the mat, right leg nice and easy out to the side. You'll take a lift of your chest and a fold over your shin. For pigeon, you'll take that knee a little wider, right leg all the way behind you, and inhale to lift, and an exhale to fold. So wherever you're at, we'll take 1 full minute right here. Gently lifting up from your pigeon or your deer, and taking whatever you like in between to make your way to the other side through a table, a down dog. You could just swing the hips around. But you're setting up again either deer pose, where shin will be parallel to the top of the mat, left leg off to the side, or pigeon, right knee will go wide. That right shin will probably not be parallel with the top of the mat. Either way, a lift of your chest and a fold over your shin. We've got 1 full minute here. From deer or pigeon, gently pressing up. This time we'll meet on a seat. So you might slide your way back to deer and then extend both legs in front of you. Another Paschimottanasana. Scoop your cheeks. Lift your heart, inhale. Exhale, find your fold, and once again affirm your power. I am a powerful person. I am someone who enacts power across all areas of my life. I am someone who can achieve the goals I set for myself. I am someone who notices and believes in my own power. 1 more big breath. From there, rolling yourself onto your back. Taking a full body stretch and then hugging knees into your chest and letting knees fall nice and easy over to the left. 3 easy breaths here. See what you can let gravity take care of and where you can let go of effort. 3 breaths. Knees back to center. Let them fall over to the right. Ground through the left shoulder blade and then find that ability to let go of things you don't need like effort and settle into ease for 3 easy breaths. Back to center with the knees, maybe for a final squeeze, wrapping arms around the shins, or maybe a full body stretch would feel better. Whatever it is, start to make the moves that would help complete your practice, knowing you have many practices yet to come, so you don't have to get it all in today. But take what would make this pose, this practice feel complete. And when you're ready, start to set up your final Shavasana. Again, letting go of effort, releasing any effect or awareness of your breath, letting it return to normal, effortless, no attention needed. If any thoughts are popping up, doing your best to let them go. You don't have to follow them. They don't need your attention at this moment. Believe me, they will be there later. So when you're ready, final rest, Shavasana. if you could use a longer Shavasana, just hit pause or mute this video, stay where you're at, and close your practice on your own time. If you're ready to move with me, begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Start to take some deeper breaths. As you wiggle and move, maybe some deep belly breaths for a little more relaxation, maybe some big breaths into your chest for a little energizing. When you're ready, with whatever kind of breath you have, reach your arms up overhead, full body stretch. From there, knees come into your chest. You take a roll to one side, fetal pose. And you pause here to thank your body, remembering all the ways this body has served you in the past. Looking forward to the future and thanking your body in advance for all it has in store. And taking this moment to appreciate your body for being just exactly as it is. From there, pressing yourself up to your tall, comfortable seat. Bringing your hands together at heart center, and a moment here to take in appreciation from me for sharing in this practice. A moment for you to acknowledge with thanks your individual yoga practice. And for us to thank together the people that it takes, past, present, and future, for our yoga practice to be possible. Thumb knuckles to your third eye. You can seal it with a bow.